Hey, what's up, guys? Crypto Clay here, and today we're going to be talking about a couple of articles that I found on the web today talking about a hearing between a bunch of senators and people that are familiar with cryptocurrencies. So to start it off, I found this one article on Decrypt. Stablecoins neither decentralized nor transparent, Senator Sherrod Brown. Democrats continue to cast doubt on stablecoins as Senators Sherrod Brown and Elizabeth Warren reiterated today their concerns over consumer risks. First of all, I'm fascinated that these people believe that it's their responsibility to tell people what it is that they can and cannot invest in. It always blows my mind that the people in Congress believe that it is their appointed right to tell people that they cannot invest in something, which I understand that there needs to be some oversight by the United States government when it comes to protecting its citizens from fraud and scams and things like that. But to outright tell people that we have your best interest at heart, we will tell you what you can and cannot invest in, is just a God complex that I can't even begin to describe. But let's just continue on. Well, that didn't take long. The amicable tone among crypto company CEOs and lawmakers in Washington last week has today given way to more of the usual intense stablecoin scrutiny. During a Senate Banking Committee hearing this morning, Chairman Sherrod Brown said stablecoins were neither decentralized nor transparent, warning, if you put your money in stablecoins, there's no guarantee you're going to get it back. I'd love to know where he got that information. Now, you could say that it's because they're not regulated, I guess. But what data shows that if you put your money into a stablecoin, that you're not guaranteed to get it back? By that logic, if you put your money into a bank, you're not guaranteed to get all of it back. The FDIC insurance says that it will give you up to $100,000 of your money back. But what if you have $1 million in your bank account? You're not guaranteed that money either. Brown shared the full remarks from the Tuesday morning hearing on his website. The Ohio senator has been relentless in putting pressure on the companies that issue stablecoins like Circle and Tether. Last month, he sent a letter to exchanges and stablecoin issuers including Coinbase, Gemini, Binance US, and Paxos to express his concerns and press them for details on how stablecoins can redeem for US dollars. If he's already looking at Gemini, Binance USD, and Paxos, then he should know that those are actually regulated and backed by a 1-to-1 ratio of US dollars. For the other ones that they're speaking of, Tether and USDC, we know that those have strayed from their initial path of being tied in a 1-to-1 ratio. We know that there is shady business going on with those. Sure, but there are other avenues out there. It's up to each person in the market to decide how they want to put their money into stablecoins. If they choose to go with the ones that are not backed 1-to-1, that's their decision. And Tether is the biggest stablecoin out there right now, but it might not always be the case. And in fact, we're seeing a lot more people move to things like UST and BUSD and Paxos and the Gemini USD. So we're getting there. We're getting to a place where the other stable coins are coming to the forefront as well, but we're not quite there yet. I believe that the market will eventually decide what is and is not legitimate. And like I said, we're already starting to see that. But I don't think it should be up to these senators to decide what is and what is not legitimate. That's not their job. And in fact, the majority of people that are in cryptocurrencies would probably tell these people to leave it alone. The concern, at least about Tether, has been echoed in lawsuits and investigations. In September, a $1.4 trillion class action lawsuit against the company was dismissed. It alleged the company had issued unbacked USDT and fraudulently manipulated the price of Bitcoin in 2017. But there's still a Justice Department investigation pending over bank fraud. And earlier this week, the USDT issuer was named in a new class action lawsuit claiming its practices are immoral, unethical, oppressive, and unscrupulous, according to the complaint, which was filed in the U.S. Comments from other banking committee members this morning broke along what are becoming predictably partisan lines as Democrats continue to double and triple down on their distrust of cryptocurrencies. They're propping up one of the shadiest parts of the crypto world, DeFi, where consumers are least protected from getting scammed, Senator Elizabeth Warren wrote on Twitter after hearing, including a clip from the hearing itself. Our regulators need to get serious about clamping down before it is too late. The problem with that ideology is that if we allow the rest of the world to go on about building decentralized finance and we in the United States clamp down and say that's not allowed here because there's too many shady things that can go on, then we are basically cutting off innovation, building of new technologies. And that will push the United States further back than other nations out there when it comes to innovation. And that's not where we want to be. We want to be at the forefront of technology. We don't want to be behind anybody else. That's not what we're about. Another thing is, I'd be interested to have a conversation with Senator Warren and ask her if she actually knows anything about decentralized finance. They're specifically having a conversation here about stablecoins, but there is a ton of decentralized finance that has nothing to do with stablecoins. Now, are there stablecoins admitted into decentralized finance? Sure. But a lot of these decentralized exchanges that were built on the DeFi platform use their own tokens that are not pegged to anything. It's just a speculative asset. So when they talk about decentralized finance and specifically stablecoins tied to decentralized finance, I don't know what they're talking about. And I really don't think that they know what they're talking about. There's a lot of things that are moving along smoothly, but then you have people like this that want to stifle innovation. And we really need to be in a place where we can say, no, that's not what we want. We need to be very vocal about the fact that if we slow progression down when it comes to technological advances, we're going to get behind. And we don't want to be left behind. Another thing about this is if somebody wants to put their hard-earned money into what they believe is a good investment, why should anybody be able to stop that person? It's their money. Let them do what they want with it. If they get scammed, again, sorry, but you made that mistake. I don't believe it's anybody's duty to say, we're going to make sure that you can't invest in something that you want to invest in. We're looking out for your best interest. I don't need anybody to tell me what my best interests are. I can handle my own. And it really bothers me that we have this mentality in the Senate of, I know what's best for you. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this scenario. Let me know in the comments section below what your thoughts are. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about this. I appreciate all of the views. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I read every single one of your comments. Thanks again, guys. Crypto Clay out.